My time on the post office graduate programme has been fantastic. I joined the graduate programme 3.5 years ago now, although it does feel like I've been part of the business for a really long time in a good way. I started the programme and we did a 1-month induction initially. The 1 month was absolutely fantastic. It gave us a really good insight into all different parts of the business. We got out into the branches and some of our supply chain depots, and what that did was kind of give you a really good grounding for what it is that post office is all about from day one. And then straight after that I did my first placement in HR, and I actually did 2 of my placements in HR because I always knew that was kind of where I wanted to work, but my 3rd placement was in financial services. And I think the benefit of that was I got the opportunity to work in a part of a business where I would never probably get the chance to work any other time, and what it did as well was really give me an understanding of a part of the business that actually makes us most money, that's a growth area for the business, and also really expand my network at post office as well, which was fantastic. And then straight after my final placement I got a job in HR in the team that I'd always wanted to join, so I was really lucky in that way, and it's been fantastic, yeah. I think the graduate programme has taught me a lot about myself. It kind of gave me the opportunity in my 3 different placements to understand kind of where my strengths were, and it ended up that my strengths were kind of in the more people-focused role. But in terms of how I've been able to kind of grow and develop, I've definitely become a much more effective communicator since joining the graduate programme. Being on the programme gives you the opportunity to kind of meet a lot of people from different parts of the business at all different levels. So I feel that now, you know, in the last 3 years or so, I can quite effectively communicate with people who are at a really senior level in the business, but also just people from kind of from any part of the business. So I've definitely kind of developed in that respect. As well as that, I think my commercial acumen's really improved as well, which probably was helped from my time in financial services. So again, when I'm in meetings, I feel that I kind of have a really good understanding of the business and business strategy, which really helps me do my job as well. Well, I think, like a lot of people, my initial perception of post office was that it was all about meals. You kind of go to your local post office to post some parcels or letters. And I guess since joining the business, I've had a much kind of deeper appreciation actually what the post office actually does and what we're continuing to do. And you know, we're leading in financial services, travel money, and all those really exciting areas, which is one thing. But I guess in terms of my perception of post office being a 370-year-old business, I thought I'd probably go into an office environment that was, you know, maybe a bit traditional, kind of a bit set in its ways potentially, and actually it's the exact opposite of that. We work in offices in London that are really vibrant and quite modern actually as well. And for me, the culture is really different to what I expected as well, in terms of, you know, the people in our office are really friendly, we've quite a nice relaxed environment. Our graduate cohorts tend to be quite close-knit, and I suppose it really just is different from that kind of stuffy corporate environment that I was maybe expecting, especially kind of moving to London for the first time. For me, I suppose the reason I wanted to stay at post office after the graduate programme was the opportunity for progression and development was one of the reasons. Our graduate programme is quite a small programme, but the beauty of that is that it gives you a lot of exposure to people in the business, which in turn then kind of gives you opportunities that you might not get at a much larger organisation. So I was able to progress quite quickly in my role into a senior management role after finishing the programme, which was fantastic and really important to me. But I suppose more importantly than that, it was that kind of cultural piece as well. Post office is the kind of place that you're really supported as an individual. What makes you unique is celebrated and valued, and actually that's, to me, something that's really important in anywhere that I would work. I know it sounds really cliche, but really be yourself. Don't be afraid to kind of talk about what makes you unique, and kind of know that that will be valued and respected and celebrated at post office. I'd say as well, you know, do your research on our company to make sure that actually it is the right one for you. I think we have an absolutely fantastic culture, and I feel like post office is a great fit for me, and I'm a great fit for the business. So I would say kind of read up about post office, kind of understand what it is we do, what's important to us, what our values are, and if that feels like what you're reading, it sounds right to you, then go for it.